Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're all well. Hope you've enjoyed your day so far. Well, after a terrific game at Ellen Road last night, we turn our attentions to games just a bit further up the league. Manchester United against Tottenham. They'll have watch along this afternoon. Kick off at 12:30. A lot riding on this game for a lot of reasons. Mainly because as we look at the league, and I'll just bring that up and I'll tell you what we are actually looking at. Just a moment, just drag that up there. Okay, so Manchester United at this present time standing in fourth position on 41 points. They can't go any higher. Aston Villa are 5 points above them, but they can consolidate their position up the top to 4 points above Chelsea, which will keep them in fourth position should Chelsea win their game this weekend as well. So a lot riding on it for Manchester United. They've had a good run under Michael Carrick, and they'll want to keep that going against the Tottenham side that have been a bit iffy, if the truth was known. They're languishing in 14th position, but Leeds' win last night against Forest has dragged them right into the relegation zone, or a potential relegation zone anyway, because Tottenham are now on the same points as Leeds, Crystal Palace and Tottenham themselves. Forest are only 3 points behind them. West Ham are 9 points, so it's a big gap, but Tottenham will be looking above themselves, not behind themselves at the relegation places. So Tottenham have got a lot to play for today as well. Let's take a look at the teams as they have been announced. I'll just bring that up. So first we'll start with Manchester United, and Michael Carrick's gone for a 4-2-3-1 formation. Excuse me. So it's Lamans in goal. Back four is unchanged from last week. Dalot playing on the right, Maguire and Martinez the two centre halves, and Shaw will play at left full-back. Casemiro and Mainu, good to see he's getting a run of games now. They will be I say they're holding midfielders, but they're not. They like to get forward as much as anyone else. The three up front, Dalot, Fernandes and Cunha in support of Mbeumo. Tottenham have gone for a slightly different formation. They've gone for a 3-4-2-1, so it's Vicario in goal. The back three of Palhinha, Romero and Van de Ven, who's back in the side after a spell out on injury. On the right-hand side of midfield will be Archie Gray, and Gallagher will play next to him, the new signing for Tottenham during the January transfer window. Papa Sarr will play on the left-hand side, and Udogie will play at left wing-back. Odegaard and Simons will play up front, and Solanke, who had a good game against Man City last week, scoring a couple of good goals, he will lead the line. So that's the two teams. Just to let you know that the live stream chat is now open. If you want to say anything regarding this game, get your thoughts in now. I'll keep an eye on the chat now. I'll get it open because what I like to do is, once the game gets started, we'll obviously concentrate on the game, but if anyone's got any thoughts during the game that are relevant to what we're watching, I will try and pick them up if I can. We've got time to discuss the game now before the game gets started and at half time. But mainly we will concentrate on the game when it starts. So if you've got any thoughts about the game, the two teams, I think Manchester United are unchanged from their win on Sunday, I think, wasn't it? So a settled team is always a good team, I would say, and Michael Carrick's changed the fortunes of Manchester United around, and there's a lot of talk about him being favourite to take the Manchester United manager's job at the end of the season. I think it's a bit too late, a bit too early to give him it now. It's only been 3 or 4 games, and there's a long way to go. If he can qualify for a Champions League spot at the end of the year, then I think he'll get the job. But at the moment, there's a new manager bounce, I suppose, and it's probably a bit too early to say whether he's going to get the job, but at the moment he's not doing his chances any harm whatsoever. Don't forget, I'll put the reminder on there. If you are not a subscriber, then please hit that subscribe button now. It doesn't cost anything. It just helps the channel grow. We've got big plans for the channel, but at the moment we're looking to get towards 250 subscribers and above, but we can't do it without your help. And it is free. We don't ask for anything. Just a like and a subscribe does help the channel grow with the dreaded YouTube algorithm. And of course, if you want to join us for further watch-alongs, hit the notification bell as well. There are other games today. I think this is the only one that's kicking off at this time, but we'll have a look at the other games as well and just see what's at stake for other teams later on. 3 o'clock kickoffs, Bournemouth against Aston Villa. Aston Villa decimated by injuries and have got a difficult game away at Bournemouth. Arsenal and Sunderland should be a good game. That Sunderland are a good side and they're resilient, and they'll need to be against Arsenal at the Emirates. Might be one worth watching. That Burnley and West Ham is as big a 6-pointer as Leeds and Forest was last night, and that could go either way. I'm not quite sure which way that will go. Burnley have got a slight advantage being at home, but West Ham are on a good run of form, although they came unstuck against Chelsea last weekend. Fulham and Everton, and Wolves and Chelsea, and then the 5:30 kickoff is Newcastle against Brentford. So the only game to concentrate on at this time is the Manchester-Tottenham game. Games tomorrow: Brighton and Crystal Palace at 2 o'clock, and then the big one at 4:30, and that's the Liverpool-Man City game. So that's your fixtures in the Premier League. And with 6 or 7 minutes to go, I've got nothing to say about the squads. Give us a score prediction. What do you think the score is going to be? Interesting to see what people think. I'm just thinking about it personally. I'm leaning towards Manchester United. They are at home. Home advantage does count for a lot, and they're in better form than Tottenham. I can see Tottenham scoring, but I can see Manchester United creating chances and scoring as well. So I'm going to go for 3-1 to Manchester United. Cup of tea. I was just looking at the coverage before I came online, and they were interviewing Owen Hargreaves on the pitch, and it was pouring down. I think it probably still is. I can't see from the wider shot, but when you get close in, it's another dirty day like it was yesterday at Elland Road. But we got a good game of football yesterday, and hopefully we'll get one today. As a neutral, I'm looking forward to this. Oh yeah, closer up on the Tottenham fans there, and it's hammering it down at Manchester. So you know what, the old Theatre of Dreams, it's a very leaky stadium now, so some of those fans are going to be getting wet, but it's a full crowd again at Old Trafford, and there'll be a good atmosphere. Just looking at the crowd, everyone's stood up waiting for the two teams to emerge from the tunnel. They're not there yet, but it's 5 minutes before kickoff, so it won't be far away. Just looking in the tunnel there, the two managers are there already. They've got wreaths to lay down. I'm not quite sure what that is. I'll just have a listen to the... Right, it's the anniversary of the Munich air disaster, 1958, so what'll that be? It's not quite 70 years, is it? But it's must be on this day today. So they're going to lay a couple of wreaths, both teams. But both teams' managers, their teams are in the tunnel there. So we're not far off them coming out. Manchester United will be in their normal kit, being at home, red shirts, white shorts and black socks. Tottenham will be in a change kit because there's a bit of a clash there, but we'll see because they've all got their training kits on at the moment. Looks like Tottenham are in all yellow with a bit of dark blue trim, maybe black trim. I'm not quite sure. I think it's dark blue trim in the kit there. But they're on the way out now. The two managers are leading the teams out with the wreaths to lay them, I don't know, lay them on the side of the pitch or in the middle. If you're familiar with Old Trafford, you know that the teams come out from the corner there. So it's a bit of a walk to the centre of the pitch. And Buemo's not going to get his hair wet today. That's for certain. And Michael Carrick laying his on the just on the side of the pitch there near the touchline. As will Thomas Frank, I guess. Both teams lining up on the halfway, either side of the halfway, and there's I thought that was maybe they've got a big flag out there. It says with pride, so I guess it's to do with pride rather than the Munich air disaster. Both teams going through the handshakes now with the officials and the opposition, so we're not far off start to this game. So let's take a look at the two teams again, shall we, before the game gets underway. So Manchester United have Lamans in goal. They've got Dalot, Maguire, Martinez and Shaw, Casemiro and Menu, Ahmad, Fernandes, Cunha and Umbuemo. Is it Umbueno or Umbuemo? Umbuemo. I've put Umbueno on my notes there, so let me just change that to Umbuemo. I thought I was wrong. Spurs start off with Vicario in goal. Of Palhinha, Romero, Van de Ven, Gray, Gallagher, Sarr, Udogi, Odobert, Simons and Solanke. That's the two teams. Thanks to everyone who's joined us for this live watch along so far. We do appreciate your support. If you're not a subscriber, please do hit that subscribe button. It's down at the bottom there on the right hand side. It doesn't cost anything. We're not asking for anything from you, just a bit of support for the channel to help us grow. We've got big plans for the channel when we get a bit more established. Better graphics, giveaways, hopefully maybe tickets to games, but that's in the future. At the moment, we need your help to expand the channel so we can turn our attention to those sort of things. But for the moment, it's a common and garden watch along. Good to see Kobe Manu back in the side again, getting a run. Maybe just a bit too late for him to force his way back into the England side. You never know. Maybe some sparkling performances and a couple of goals won't do him any harm. Solanke back in the side, scored 2 against Man City last Sunday. He'll add some weight and power to the Spurs attack, where they've been a bit lightweight up front of Spurs, but not with Solanke there. So we're not far off kick-off. Let's just get rid of that sub bit now. Michael Oliver, the referee for this game. Smile on his face. It's Tottenham who's going to kick off this game, kicking from right to left as we look. Both teams are lined up, ready to go. And away we go. We are underway. It goes all the way back to Vicario. And then he's going to drive it long and high. Looking for Solanke to climb up, but he's challenged with Maguire. And it comes off Maguire and goes to Lamans. He gets out to Martinez. Spreads out to the left to Luke Shaw. Plays a little ball down the line. That's Umbuemo, but he has the ball taken off him. But then it's cleared even further up into the air. It comes to Ahmad, who lays it into Fernandez, and Fernandez is coming through the middle here. He's got plenty of support with him as well. Gives it to Mbeumo. Chance of a shot for Mbeumo. And left-footed, he's blasted it over the bar when he should have gone across the keeper. That's a great chance early in the first few minutes for Manchester United. Just a bit more composure from Mbeumo. He was into the box. Yeah, and he's got just underneath that when he should have been looking to go across the keeper and into the keeper's left-hand post. He just blasted it over the bar. Goal kick goes long. Shaw heads it down. Casemiro picks it up, comes out to Dalot. He checks back, slips, but still has time to recover and lay it back to Maguire. Maguire gets the ball back under pressure from Solanke, but lays it out to Dalot. Dalot gives it to Casemiro. He tries to lay it into Fernandez. Goes out for a throw. Fernandez couldn't get there. Maguire again, battling with Solanke. Maguire's strong. Clears it down the line. Cunha can't get to it, but it's a poor one that's got to Ahmad. Romero dived in, but he missed. The ball comes out to Mbeumo now. He puts his cross in earlier on, but it's an easy catch for Vicario, and he rolls it out straight away to get Tottenham back underway. He gives it to Simons. Simons plays it inside. It's Palhinha. That's Gallagher with the ball. Sarr now out to the left-hand side. Udogie plays the ball down the inside left channel, but Solanke can't reach that one. It's overhit and wide of him. It goes all the way through to Lamans. Lamans drives it right down the middle, looking for Cunha to run onto it, but again, it takes a couple of bounces. It's in the hands of Vicario, too long for Ahmad to get there. Again, another ball that's overhit, but Lamans is out of his goal. Comes to Gallagher. Gallagher is brought down there by Luke Shaw. It's a poor clearance by Lamans, and if Gallagher could have got it under control, he had yards of space to hit it over Lamans because he was still 18 yards out of his box. Luke Shaw brought him down and probably saved himself, his team, a real difficult position. Smile on the face of Gallagher. Free kick's going to be taken by Simons, just over to the right-hand side of the Tottenham side of the pitch, into the box now. It's flicked on by a Manchester United head, and it goes out for a throw on the opposite side, just a yard or two off the corner flag. It must have come off a Tottenham play because Dalot's picked the ball up and he's going to take the throw. Taking his time with his throw, Dalot. In it comes. I was looking for Cunha, but it's nowhere near him. Maguire heads the ball away. Ahmad gets a touch. Cunha back to Ahmad. Fernandez, Dalot. Some good one-touch passing there. Cunha, strong. It's well played. Well played by Manchester United. It's all one-touch passing in a tight area, and they've cleared it out nicely and kept possession. Martinez now gives it to Dalot. Out to this near side. Ahmad plays the ball inside to Kobe Mainoo. Mainoo's closed down quickly. It was Sarr who got in there, but the ball comes out to Fernandez. He lays it out to Luke Shaw on the left-hand side. Plays a little ball inside to Mbeumo, back to Fernandez, back to Mbeumo, back to Kobe Mainoo. He gives it to Martinez. Martinez gives it to Casemiro. He plays it out to this near side to Ahmad. He's got Udogie covering him and Simons. He gives it to Dalot. Back to Menu. Menu gives it to Martinez. There's nobody in front of the ball for Tottenham there. Into Casemiro. Almost ran to Mbeumo, but it's cleared by, I think that might have been Archie Gray who got that in there. It's picked up on the halfway line by Dalot. He gives it to Martinez. It's back to Dalot. Dalot plays a ball, fired in at Cunha. No, Fernandez it was. A difficult one to control that. Sarr, one touch in from Simons. Sarr lays the ball down the left-hand side for Solanke in the box. He makes the ball, but is forced out by Martinez, gives him a push in the back, which he gets away with. Silly push by Martinez, really. He could have been penalised there, and the ball could have been a free kick in a dangerous position, but he got away with it. But he does a lot of pushing in the backs, does Martinez. I noticed that last weekend. Martinez has it now. Ahmad's limping on his left foot a bit there. The camera's showing him there. Maybe something that he can walk off. He's walking a bit gingerly on it. It's Casemiro now. Cunha comes short for it but doesn't get it. He spreads it out to the left-hand side. Is that Harry Maguire up there? It was, and it's surprised to see him in the left-back position. Martinez has got it back. Into Meno, back to Martinez. Slides it into Mbeumo. He gives it to Luke Shaw, and then it goes back to Maguire. Back to Meno. He's forced back. Martinez plays the ball into Mbeumo again. He goes down under the challenge, and it is a free kick to Manchester United. A bit of a suicide pass that. It was fired in at Mbeumo, and it was just asking for a defender to go through him to get to the ball, and Romero certainly did. Didn't raise his foot, Romero. Did try to get the ball. I think he caught his standing foot, his right foot. And Buemo's up and has the ball with him again now. Goes back to Shaw. Shaw lays it back to Martinez. Meno plays it in first time. Fernandez touch is off to Maguire. Back to Martinez, just still short of the halfway line. It comes into Meno now. Casemiro. Casemiro plays the ball into Mbeumo. It runs through his legs though and picked up by Romero. And then Van de Ven gets it back to Vicario. He gets out to the right-hand side. Martinez is quickly in. The ball's played deep and long down the right-hand side. Deep into the Manchester United half. And Maguire picks it up and turns and comes out with it. There's no Spurs player anywhere near that ball at the moment. Dalot gets it to Fernandez on this right hand side now. He plays a little ball into Ahmad. Ahmad tries to go around Vicario. He's barged off the ball and the linesman's given the free kick, and Van de Ven says, how's that a foul? Yeah, he didn't get the ball. He took the man out, Van de Ven. It was fair enough decision that, because Ahmad had played the ball down the line and probably would have gone past him for pace, although Van de Ven is quick. It has to be said. Maguire has the ball now. Gives it to Casemiro. Out to Ahmad. Back to Dalot. Manchester United dominating possession so far. Martinez has it now. Inside to Meno. Meno gets a ball into Casemiro on the edge of the box. I think he goes for a shot outside the box. It's blocked, but the poor clearance by Udogie went to the edge of the box where Fernandez was, and he scuffed his shot. Martinez now gets it to Mbeumo. Mbeumo gets it out to Shaw. Back to Fernandez. He lets it run away from him, but he can lay it out to Casemiro. He's central. He's going to have a shot again. It's a great shot and a good save by Vicario, diving to his right, and that was about 25 yards out, and he hit it well. And Mbeumo has committed a foul there on the edge of the box. See that from Casemiro again. See how well he struck that. hit it nicely, and it was just curling away from Vicario, and he got strong palms to palm it away. Had a bit of curl on it. One that you'd expect Vicario to save, but it was struck well. Vicario takes the free kick long. Maguire heads it back. Goes all the way back to Romero. He spreads it to the left to Van der Ven. Comes out to Udogie. He goes back to Van der Ven, who's backed off and is almost on the edge of his own box now. And he lays it back to Vicario. Vicario played a short ball, and it was almost picked off by Casemiro. Simons got out to Van der Ven, though. Back into the middle to Simons. He spreads it out wide to the right-hand side. Odegaard now cuts inside of Shaw. Gives it back to Simons, who's drifted across there on the edge of the box. He puts a cross in. It's a good cross as well. Solanke. Gallagher put his foot to it, and I thought he'd got it across the box to Solanke. And he didn't get a proper touch on it. And what bit of touch that he got to, as the merest of touches, it went through to Lamans when Solanke was open at the back post to us, sliding it in. Vicario's out of his box there to catch a ball that was laying for Mbuemo. Throw though on the right hand side to be taken by Dalot. Gallagher were disappointed with that one. Dalot's going to take this throw. It's halfway inside the Tottenham half, so it's well in there. It's to Ahmad, but it's overthrown. Sarr won the ball. Comes to Martinez. He steps inside and he's got Luke Shaw outside him on the left. He tries to play a ball down the inside left position from Mbuemo when the easier ball was outside. Didn't get anywhere near him. There was too many Tottenham players in front of Mbuemo. Gallagher now. Palhinha gets it all the way back to Vicario. Van der Ven lays it inside. Papa Sarr gets it to Udogie. Bit of space down this left-hand side. He goes past Casemiro, lays the ball into Simons. Simons is tackled by Casemiro, but the ball comes out to the right-hand side. Odegaard. Archie Gray made a run down the outside, turns back and gives it to Odegaard. Inside to Palhinha, and then Papa Sarr, and his shot's blocked as well. 2 shots blocked. Wasn't the best of struck shots, if his truth is known. And on the halfway line, Van der Ven gives it to Simons again. He sprays it right out to the right-hand side. It's brought down nicely by Odegaard, lays it back to Gray. Gray gives it to Romero on the halfway line. Van der Ven's left if he wants to give it to him, and he does. He lays it into Udogie on the left-hand side. It's inside the Manchester United half. Simons comes short and gets the ball. Udogie went for a run down the line. Wasn't given. 6 Palhinhas involved in this one. Simons gets it to Udogie again. He's got Dalot to take on if he wants to. Cuts back inside, lays the ball into Sarr. Sarr away from Casemiro, gets a cross in that's cleared away by Maguire. And that's going to be one bounce and out for a throw. Long throw territory if Tottenham have got a long throw specialist. Udogie with the throw, it's a short one. Odegaard came short. Went to Gallagher. Back to Sarr, coming down the inside left channel again. Puts his foot on the ball, looks for a shorter ball. Goes to Palhinha. Gray plays the ball into the box to Solanke now with his back to goal. He goes down, but he's laid the ball out. It's crossed in by Gallagher, brought down by Simons. His shot is blocked by Dalot, but it comes out to Sarr. Sarr gets it out to the left-hand side. Udogie now, going to go for the byline and get his crossing. He gets a low crossing. It's a good one as well. Solanke went over It was fired in, and the ball for a moment just stuck on the 6-yard box, just waiting for someone to put it in, but Manchester United got players in front of the ball to clear it. The counter-attack was on down the left-hand side for Manchester United, but Palhinha covered that one nicely. It's Casemiro that managed to keep his composure and clear it out. Wasn't a boot to the ball by Casemiro. He laid the ball out nicely down the left-hand side. Martinez has it now. Just inside the Tottenham half, it's Menu. Plays a little ball into Casemiro, but it's a stray one, and Tottenham pick the ball up. Solanke now lays it out to Simons. Down the left, he's waiting for support from Udogie, and eventually it comes. Can Udogie keep it in? No, he can't. Just a yard or two in front of him. Udogie was a bit slow there, getting to support Simons on that left-hand side. Ball goes to Lamens. Ball comes into Palhinha. Gray lays it in. Gallagher gives it back to Gray. Back to Gallagher. And on the halfway line, it's Romero. It's Gallagher now. Gives it back to Romero on the halfway line, still in the centre circle. He goes long and left. Udogie has to bring the ball down on his chest, a bouncing ball, bouncing up high. And then it's been forced back by Dalot, who fouls him, and the free kick's given. Van der Ven to Romero. Romero gets it back. Van der Ven now coming left. Udogie back to Van der Ven, and he's going to go all the way back to Romero. Romero, ball inside. Nice ball to Gallagher. Gets out to Odebear. He plays a nice ball inside to Gallagher, and everybody ran away from Gallagher, and he had a chance to pick a pass out. Maguire headed the ball away, took a knock on the head, and the foul's given. Tottenham just enjoying a bit of pressure here, a bit of possession without really creating a clear-cut opportunity. But they're well in this game at the moment. Lamens comes 10, 12 yards outside his box centrally to take this free kick. Looking for Shaw. Shaw wins the header, puts it inside, but it's Sarr who heads the loose ball back to Vicario. He rolls it out straight away to Van der Ven, and Van der Ven can come down the left-hand side before he checks back inside and goes all the way back to the edge of the box where Romero picks it up. He gives it straight back to Van der Ven, but under pressure, he goes back to Vicario. Then he drives it long, looking down the right-hand side. That's Odebear up there, but Shaw gives him a nudge, and it goes over the head of both of them, and it's a throw to Manchester United. Shaw gives it to Meno, goes back to Shaw. It's all a bit tight though. Goes back to Casemiro. Casemiro tried to spray a ball across the pitch. It's blocked by Gallagher, and the throw goes to Manchester United. It's taken to Meno. Meno gives it to Dalot, and he's got a lot of space to come down the right-hand side, the inside right position. Oh, what a shot! Cunha, it was laid into him, and he's about 25 yards out or maybe more, and he hit it with his right foot first time, and the curl was taking it perilously close to that left-hand post of the keeper, and it's just a yard wide as Vicario's diving across. He was worried about it. He struck it with the inside of his foot to get the curl on it, Cunha, and the yard further to the left, and that would have been inside the net, and I don't know if Vicario was getting there. It's a great effort from that far out. Van der Ven. Udogie stumbles a bit though, but manages to retain possession. Lays it into Simons. Ball ends up with Van der Ven. Palhinha now in the centre circle plays a ball through the middle, but it's picked off by Martinez. But Simons picks the loose ball up. But it looks like an offside there. Free kick to Manchester United. Inside to Ahmad, gets it back from Cunha. Cunha gets it back from Ahmad, lays it into Mbuemo, but it's well cut out by Archie Gray. Positioned well. Gallagher has to go all the way back to Vicario. Forced back, but he clears it to the halfway line. It's over the head of Solanke and picked up by Martinez. Dalot gives it to Fernandez, goes back to Dalot, just inside his own half on his near side, the Manchester United right. He goes centrally to Maguire, and Maguire gets out to the left to Martinez. Just walking slowly forward, plays the ball inside to Cunha. Cunha gives it out to, I think that must be Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw lays it back to Martinez. And then in the centre circle on the halfway line is Harry Maguire. Dalot chips the ball forward. Played back inside by Cunha. And Mbuemo, he couldn't really pick that one up. It was to his head, but the loose ball comes back to him. Ahmad now on his left foot plays it into runner Fernandez, and from a couple of yards inside the box, he hits it first time, but he's pulled it wide of the goalkeeper's right hand post and away for a goal kick. Another good chance there. I just pulled it wide. Good chance. Vicario to Van der Ven. Van der Ven left-footed, plays it into the middle to Solanke. He turns away from Maguire, gets out wide to Odebear on the far side. It's headed up in the air. Johnny could just reach it, but Gallagher picks the ball up and then wins the throw off Mbuemo. Romero lays it into Sarr. Comes out to the left-hand side. Udogie now. He's going to try and run around Ahmad. He's got Dalot in support as well. Maguire gets his foot to it, but it's picked up by Sarr just outside the box. He gives it to Simons. Simons moves across the box on his right foot. Tries to play a ball inside. So Odebear, I think over on the far side, he was hoping that he was going to make a run into the box. He didn't. And the ball runs through and out for a goal kick. Lack of communication. High into the air from Lamans, headed away by Archie Gray before Mbuemo can get there. Bruno Fernandes battling for it. Ricochet favours Mbuemo. He waits for support from Menu. Menu lays it into Shaw. Shaw goes back to Martinez. Across to the right is Dalot. Dalot plays it back into Menu, just on the edge of the centre circle in the Tottenham half. Back to Dalot. On the halfway line now is Maguire. Out to left to Martinez. To Shaw. Shaw being forced back. Lays it into Martinez. Martinez is going to come all the way back to Lamans, I would imagine, and he does lay it into Lamans. Looking for a ball out is Lamans, but Tottenham have got a high line at the moment, and he may have to go long. Gets out to the left, played inside by Casemiro. Menu skips past one, lays the ball into Ahmad, and out to the right is Fernandez. Puts the ball into the middle, it's cleared away. Romero got in there, but the rebound comes back to Cunha. Cunha goes down in the box. Fernandez now with a shot that's blocked, and really well blocked by Simons there. That's Sarr who's coming away with the ball, and Fernandez dives in on him and concedes the free kick. Cunha does go down there, and it's probably not enough for a penalty there, although he wanted it. But there was minimal contact there. Long, looking for Solanke. He's battling with Maguire for it. He gets to the ball, does Solanke, but he can't do anything but play the ball out for a goal kick. Complaining that Maguire knocked him over, but it's a battle between those two big guys. Lamans has it now, lays it into Menu. Menu gets it to the left to Martinez. He chips the ball forward. It's over the head of Mbuemo, but it comes to Ahmad, and Udogi's dragged him down, and we'll get a yellow card for that. Deserved as well. He's got him by the shoulders and pulled him back after Ahmad was getting away from him. It'd have been away down that inside left channel. So it's a free kick that Fernandez takes quickly into Menu, but Menu's beaten to the ball. Cunha is putting pressure on though, Odebear, and he's conceding the corner, is he? No. Cunha's disgusted with it, but it's been given as a goal kick. Must say, it did look like it was a corner. Don't know, got the last touch to it. Ball goes to Vicario. He gets it to Van der Ven. He gives it out to Udogi. Van der Ven gets it back and then goes long. Number 19, Solanke, is beaten to the ball. It's spread to Martinez. He's in the centre circle. Left-footed, he goes long, looking for the run of Fernandez, but it's headed away by Van der Ven. Romero, but the free kick is given. That's a red card there. Romero's been given a red card. As Casemiro has gone down, I couldn't really see what happened there. I was watching where the ball went. It was a tackle between the two of them, and Casemiro is down, and Romero is more concerned with how Casemiro is. Let's have a look here now. Oh, down the back of his left ankle. I don't think he meant it. It wasn't. His foot wasn't high. It was just slightly late. He followed through on Casemiro, and he twisted Casemiro's ankle, extended it, hyperextended it, and there's nobody complaining about it. And it was a sending off offence, but I don't think he really meant it. And he's going across to Casemiro now to apologise again and again. Romero eventually goes off. He said his apologies to Casemiro, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there and say that he didn't mean that. He genuinely seems sorry about it. Martinez has a few words with him as he goes off, and Martinez needs to keep his mouth shut. So Spurs are up against it now. Slowly walking off. Romero has not made it off yet. He's going to the corner, I guess. Thomas Frank there talking with his coaches. Romero being escorted off by one of the Tottenham officials. So he'll miss the next 3 games. So it's like Dragosin is coming on in a tactical change here. So you would think that one of the forward players is going to be sacrificed for Isodoberra, who's coming across. So he's going to be sacrificed for Dragosin to get into that back four. So eventually the free kick is going to be taken. Fernandez is going to take it. It's to the left of the goal as Manchester United play that way. It's probably about 25 yards out. So he's going to curl one in there and let people like Maguire attack the ball. And it comes now, chipped in, headed away by Solanke. Conor Gallagher goes down with a head injury. Referee's immediately bringing someone on. And Luke Shaw's down as well. So he's getting attention. Conor Gallagher holding the side of his head there. So there must have been a clash of heads. Maybe have to see that again. Yeah, it was with Mainu. Completely accidental. Then Shaw goes up and he has a collision of heads with Simons. Luke Shaw's back on his feet, being checked over for any signs of concussion, but he seems okay. He's talking all right to the coaches there. Casemiro having a few words with Michael Carrick. You're not missing anything at the moment. There's still treatment to Gallagher there. He's got back to his feet now. FA Cup next weekend. Sunday game is Birmingham against Leeds. If you want to join us for that, hit that notification bell. I think it's 12 o'clock kickoff that game. So if you want to join us for that, please do. I think the referee's going to bounce the ball at the feet of Mainu. Casemiro now recovered from that nasty challenge. Out to Ahmad against Odogi. Simons gets it back to Dalot. Casemiro puts a cross in first time. It's headed away on the edge of the box by Palhinha. Picked up by Maguire. Out to Martinez. Martinez gets it to Mbuemo, hugging that left-hand touchline. Into Cunha. Back to Cunha. Mbuemo supporting Cunha. He turns back inside and gives it to Casemiro outside the box. Got a bit of space. He lays it out to the right. It's Dalot who's been forced back by Simons. He lays it back into Maguire. Maguire goes back again to Dalot. Being forced back to the halfway line, but he spreads it across to the centre circle where Martinez. He plays a ball in. Casemiro lays it off to Mainu. Mainu gives it out to Shaw on the left-hand side. He gives it back to Mainu, who's still in support. Casemiro centrally now. Fernandez wants the ball inside, didn't get it. Mainu got the ball instead. Martinez, who's deep in the Tottenham half now, gives it inside to Mainu. Mainu gets it into Cunha. Cunha gets a ball across the box, but The ball goes out for a goal kick. Casemiro wasn't reaching that one. That's how the ball was aimed at. It's not a bad ball, that. Lifted into the 6-yard box. There was no pace on it, so there was a chance for someone to make a run to get to the ball, but they didn't. Casemiro was on his heels. Vicario. Simons is beaten to it by Fernandez. Gets the ball back in the centre circle, does Fernandez. He lays it out to the left to Martinez, coming forward into the Tottenham half, and Buemo's out there, so it's Shaw gets the ball. Goes back to Martinez. Inside to Cunha. Back to Martinez from Maguire. And Buemo. Cunha now turns, gets the ball in, or tried to get the ball into Ahmad. It comes to Fernandez from the edge of the box, took a deflection, but it still wasn't far away from that right-hand post of the goalkeeper there. You see that from behind now, see what actually happened. Oh, yeah. Van der Ven gets in the way of Fernandez's shot, but that put some curl on it, and it only just curled wider that left-hand post as the goalkeeper was diving to his right. Corner given. Look, it's Fernandez to take this corner, right-footed. It's one along the floor, laid out to the edge of the box, and Buemo has scored from just outside the penalty spot. It was played low into the near post, and it was played out to the edge of the box centrally where Buemo was, and a low left-footed shot with the side of his foot into the bottom left-hand corner, and Manchester United have taken the lead. And that's one off the training pictures, that. On the edge of the box there's nobody on the edge of the box anywhere near Buemo, and as it comes out to him, he's got plenty of space to just place his shot inside the left-hand post, keeps it down. Vicario dives across, but he can't get there. Right in the corner there, and there was no one within 10 yards of Buemo on the edge of the box. Surprising there. And Manchester United had picked that up from the corner. They knew that, and it's a well-worked goal. Ball goes high in the air. Meno wins it, and Buemo tries to help it down the line, but it's a throw to Tottenham. Over on the far side, halfway inside the Manchester United half, in the 39th minute. Manchester United have the lead. It's going to be difficult to come back for the 10 men of Tottenham now. Throws taken by Archie Gray, looking for Solanke. Martinez clears the ball though. Cunha lays it back to Menu. Menu lays it into Fernandez, and it's a good ball down the line from Buemo. He lays it back into Fernandez, left-footed, looking for the run of Ahmad. It's picked up by Menu. He spreads out to the right-hand side where there was Dalot and Ahmad, but it's in between them and it skips out for a throw. And it was good one-touch attacking football from Manchester United there. It's just a pity that pass went astray. Simons, a doggy battling for it. Casemiro gets in there. So does Dalot. Meno picks the ball, gives it to Ahmad. Down the outside is Cunha into the box for the run of Fernandez, but Palhinha's in there. Desperate clearance, gets it away, but it's a corner. Good attacking, controlled football by Manchester United. They're picking these passes out, and Tottenham are just keeping them out for the moment. But it's desperate defending at times. It's a corner over on the Tottenham, the Manchester United right-hand side. It's going to be Brian Buemo who's going to take this left-footed in-swinger. Casemiro and Maguire at the back post there. In it comes now. Near post, it's headed away by Udogi, but it comes out to Mbeumo. Remo, left-footed, puts a cross in again. And it's away to the back post, and Maguire was there at the back post. And Maguire was forced a great save by, it was Casemiro, in fact, to see how it's got flicked on by Solanke, and it came to the head of Casemiro, and Casemiro headed it at the goal, and the goalkeeper diving to his right has just tipped one over the bar. Kept his team in it at 1-0. It could have been 2-0 before half time. Casemiro's header just tipped over the bar. Thought it was Maguire, but it wasn't. Ahmad now. Under pressure from Simons and Udogi. But Martinez is in there and he's penalised for a foul on the edge of the box, and it didn't look like it to me. Soft one there. But Udogi gets the free kick and Tottenham can relieve the pressure. See that one again. Yeah, good. It's a Fernandes rolled the ball in along the floor to the near post where Mainu was, and he played it right-footed across to the penalty spot, or just outside the penalty spot, where Brian Mbeumo was in so much space, and his left-footed, side-footed shot found the bottom corner. Michael Carrick was very happy with that. Long ball down the line, looking for Ahmad, but it takes one bounce and into the arms of Vicario, rolls it out straight away to Udogi on the left-hand side. Udogi on pressure from Mbeumo has been forced backwards, but he manages to get round Mbeumo, but he still gets a foot in, but the ball favours Simons, but it's been given away to Casemiro. Udogi gets a ball that comes high, lays it down the left-hand side to Simons. He comes inside, but Mbeumo's doing his defensive duty. Casemiro, Mainu, Dalot, back to Mainu. Casemiro plays the ball back to Maguire, and they've sorted it out nicely there, Manchester United. It goes out to Cunha now on the left-hand side. With him is Shaw. Shaw gets the ball, comes inside and gives it back to Mainu. Dalot is in support. Dalot gets the ball more centrally out to Ahmad on the near side now. Got a chance to go around Udogi if he wants to. He goes around him as well, gets his cross in. And at the near post is Sarr, who's diving in there. With his left foot, he's deflected out for another corner. Manchester United putting the pressure on at the end of this first half now. 2 minutes to go of normal time. There'll be a bit added on for the sending off and the injury to Casemiro. At least 5 minutes of added time. And Mbeumo goes across to that right-hand side to take this left-footed in-swinger again. Hand in the air. A lot of pushing going on, but here it comes now to the back post this time. It's headed away at the back post. But Casemiro went diving in on Vicario, knocked him into the net, and the free kick is given. It wasn't actually Casemiro who committed the foul. It was Luke Shaw who was pushing Vicario around. And it was actually him who pushed the goalkeeper into the net. Casemiro come diving in like a train. If anybody stood in front of him, they would have got walloped. Headed forward there. Hooked back down the line. Martinez hooks it back forward, and Mbeumo's going to try and get under it, but he can't. Dalot heads the ball forward. Sarr picks the ball up. He lays out to the left-hand side. Udogi. There's a tackle on Simons by Ahmad, and Ahmad's going to get a yellow card for that one. Simons goes down holding his right shin. A difficult one there. They've got the legs wrapped around each other, and those ones are painful. Probably did deserve the yellow card, but no more than that. Ball goes down the line, looking for the run of Papa Sarr, but it was hit too hard there, and he's desperately diving to try and keep the ball in before it goes out for a goal kick, and he can't do it. Martinez brings the ball forward now. 5 minutes of added time is confirmed. Casemiro in the centre circle. Puts his foot on it and gives it back to the left to Martinez. Then Shaw gets the ball. He gives it back to Martinez. Casemiro's in support in the centre circle and gets it. He's just inside the Tottenham half. He plays a ball down the middle for Ahmad. Ahmad's in there, and Vicario gets a foot in to make a tackle. It's a great run and great goalkeeping off his line quickly by Vicario to prevent a second goal. Lamans has the ball now. Right-footed, he goes long. Brought down by Van der Ven, but Vicario, Ahmad takes the ball off him, but he must have been coming back for an offside position, and the offside is given. It's a great ball down the middle there. Ahmad just gets a touch at the same time as Vicario does, and Vicario's big right foot deflects the ball away from Ahmad. Otherwise, he would have had an empty net to put the ball into. Vicario, left-footed, drives it long. Solanke with Maguire, wins the ball, goes through to Simons. Simons on the edge of the box. Solanke now, the ball's forced in wide. Off on that right-hand side. It's a shame that Gallagher gets it back to Solanke. Over on the right-hand side, and Buemo and Shaw holding him out. He plays the ball back to Dragusin. But it's a poor ball, and it's straight into the arms of Lamans when it looked like Tottenham were in on goal in a fantastic position. The ball goes all the way back to Maguire, and Manchester United are going to settle for this at half time. There's no hurry to get the ball forward as Maguire ambles forward with the ball and then goes long and left looking for the run of Luke Shaw, but Archie Gray's in the way there. Conor Gallagher has to pick the ball up in midfield, turns looking for support and has to go back. Dragusin gives it into Sarr. He plays it into Simons, back to Sarr. Still in the centre circle. Back to Simons. Dragusin. Back to Sarr. Out to the right-hand side. Archie Gray gives it back to Sarr. He goes right-footed diagonally across the pitch looking for Udogie. Brings the ball down nicely. Cuts inside. Casemiro gets across as he tries to give the ball back to Simons. Gets his foot in. Deflects out for a throw to Tottenham. Simons has the ball now. Lays it back to Van der Ven. He gives it to Sarr. Conor Gallagher, who's getting about the pitch. Palhinha too. Dragusin gives it to Gray, and Gray's going to have to go all the way back to Vicario. Vicario goes long. Tries to flick it on, but it's picked up by Martinez. Gives it to Casemiro in the centre circle. He lays it back to Maguire. With 30 seconds of added time to go. Fernandes lays it back to Menu. Menu gives it to Shaw. Back to Menu. Manchester United just playing out these last few seconds. And Tottenham are not forcing anything here. Maguire lays it back to Ahmad, and Ahmad has been forced to give it all the way back to Lamans. He immediately gives it to Martinez, and there goes the whistle for half time. Good half for Manchester United, has to be said, and you would imagine that it can only get better, although it is said that it's more difficult to play against 10 men than it is 11. I'm not sure that's the case, but that's how it is for Manchester United all in this second half after Romero's sending off. So let us know what you think. It's going well for Manchester United so far. They have played some good football, that has to be said. Michael Carrick has got them looking like a side that isn't so disjointed anymore now. And Tottenham walking off the pitch with their heads down. The body language isn't good. And they are slowly getting dragged into a relegation fight, it has to be said. Hope you've enjoyed the first half. If you have, hit that subscribe button. If you're not a subscriber, and a like helps the channel with the YouTube algorithm. Live chat is now open. If you've got anything to say about the first half, what you got to say about the challenge of Romero? Was it as bad as they're saying? Did he really mean it? I'm not quite sure. I haven't made my mind up about that one. But I said 3-1 to Manchester United at the start was my score prediction, and I haven't changed my mind on that. I still think that Manchester United will win this, and even more now that Tottenham are a man down. They've got a difficult second half ahead of them. Let's just take a look. I know it's as it stands at the moment. It'll just be interesting to see what the tables actually look like. So I'm just going to bring that up, and Manchester United consolidating their position at the moment. It's only half time, but they are now 4 points ahead of Chelsea in 5th position, 2 points behind Aston Villa, who have that game in hand tomorrow, I think it is. What's it do for Spurs? They're not going to go any further down because they've got quite a bit of goal difference between themselves and Crystal Palace, who are immediately below them. Crystal Palace are on -4, Spurs are on 1. But if Manchester United score another goal or two, they'll be coming to negative goals. And they are level with Leeds and Palace on 29. If Crystal Palace win their game later on, they'll go above Tottenham, and then Tottenham will be down to 15th and looking over their shoulders at Leeds. Although Leeds have got a difficult game at Chelsea on Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever it is. So if you've got anything to say about that first half, you can get it in the live chat now. If you're the Thomas Frank now, what would you do for your Tottenham team to get them back into this game, to give them a chance of even maybe nicking a point? It's going to be difficult against Manchester United with 10 men. Manchester United have put some good passing moves together. They've spread the ball out nicely. They've looked long when they've had to go, and they've had opportunities there as well. So they're mixing the game up nicely, and it's difficult to play against a team that's full of confidence like Manchester United are at the moment. And Michael Carrick's got them really playing well, and he's got this Manchester United juggernaut moving again. Hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. Help us out. It's free to do. There's no charge. We'd ask for anything else than your support. Thanks to everyone who's watched so far. I hope you're enjoying it. If you are, hit the notification bell so you can join us for further games. I'm not sure about a game tomorrow. There's only the one that I fancy tomorrow, and that's the Liverpool Man City game, but I can't cover that because of working commitments. So hit that notification bell and you'll be told when we're next online for the next watch along. FA Cup weekend next weekend. I think the Birmingham Leeds game will be the next one. It's a 12 o'clock kickoff on Saturday or Sunday, I can't remember. But like I say, if you hit that notification bell, you will be told when we're online, and you'll be able to join us for another watch along there. Get your thoughts in on the live chat while I just go get myself a quick drink. If you just bear with me, be back in a second. Thanks for your patience. Well, I'll just go get myself a cup of tea. I think the commentator said halfway through that first half that the rain has stopped at Manchester United now, so that'll make it a bit more bearable for the crowd. But they've enjoyed what they've seen at Old Trafford so far. The Manchester United team have played some good football, had some good chances. Casemiro had one tipped over the bar. Fernandes pulled one wide of the right-hand post. And Cunha's curled one just wide of the left-hand post. So they've created a few chances. I've taken one of them and have been the better team in the first half. Tottenham were in it until Romero got sent off, and now it's difficult. They had to sacrifice Odebear to bring Dragusin on to get his defence up to 4 men again. But it's all to do for them, and I can't see them get anything out of this. That's my opinion anyway. If you think differently, the live chat's open for you to get your thoughts in. I'd be interested to read what you think about whether Tottenham can get themselves back into it and get a point out of this. I mean, they can. The odds say that they can, but the body language and what I've seen of Tottenham as they were walking off tells me that they probably haven't got the character or the confidence to get back into it. And I can only see Manchester United going on to win this quite comfortably. But let me know what you think. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. It won't be long before the two teams are back on. Anybody who's watching got a score prediction for this second half, for the end of the game? I've said 3-1. I thought Tottenham would score when they were up to 11 players, when they had a full complement out there, but now they're down to 10. I can't see them scoring. I would go for a 3-0. I think it's difficult for teams that are down to 10 to match the pace and the power of Manchester United. When they start spreading the ball around and getting you chasing the ball, you soon run out of legs, especially late in the game, and I can see more goals coming into it. Anybody got a prediction for the Burnley-West Ham game later on? What do you think to that one? That's a real 6-pointer like it was last night, that Leeds came out on top. Who do you think is going to win that one? If you're a Leeds supporter and you're watching the channel today, what score would you settle for? Would you go settle for a draw or a Burnley win? Let me know. Still advertisements on the coverage at the moment, so you're not missing anything. Nice cup of tea, nice hot cup of tea. Just what we all need on a day like this. It's not raining here, but it's been pouring down in Manchester, but it seems to have stopped now. I don't know whether that makes the pitch heavy or it's wet for slick passing. We shall see. Let's take a look at the Championship and just see if there's any games kicked off in the Championship. We know that there's no Premier League games until 3 o'clock. So let's just take a look at the Championship, see if there's any early kickoffs there. So in an early kickoff between Derby County and Ipswich, it's Ipswich who are a goal ahead at Derby at half-time. Norwich and Blackburn are almost at half-time in the 47th minute, and that's goalless, as is Southampton and Watford. That's goalless also. Teams are just about to emerge from the pit. I'm just looking at the Championship games, and on the website that I'm looking at, it says they all kick off at 15:01. Why would that be? I don't know. If you're in the chat, you know why they're all kicking off at 15:01, and just let me know. Be interesting to see. Anyway, back to this game now. The teams are coming out. So we're not far off a resumption. Michael Carrick there just saying that he wants his team to keep the energy and intensity in the performance, and they'll go on to win this game, hopefully. And I think that's probably true. It's simple instructions, but sometimes the simple instructions are the best. Manchester United to kick off this second half, kicking from right to left. Just to remind you that there are goals to the good of Manchester United, and Tottenham are down to 10 men after Romero was sent off in that first half. Second half is underway. Goes back to Lamens. And then he launches it forward down the left-hand side. Luke Shaw can't win that one. It's headed back into the middle. Hooked forward by Simons. Maguire's going to head it back again. Harry Maguire lays it down the line. Ball's beaten by Paulinho there. Goes out to the right-hand side. Fernandes out to the right-hand side. Udogie clears the ball away, though. Simons can't win the ball, and it goes loose to the halfway line where Maguire's going to pick it up and lay it into Fernandes. Dalot, Ahmad back to Fernandes coming through the centre, lays it back to Casemiro. It was supposed to be Casemiro, but it missed him and went to Martinez. Now it's back with Martinez again after a few passes. Casemiro goes to the left to Luke Shaw. Got Archie Gray in front of him, who causes him to go back to Casemiro, back to the centre where Maguire is. He's got men out wide. One of them is Dalot. Ahmad gets the ball from Dalot, and Mbeumo goes down the line. He had a chance to attack down the line, but he decided to come back inside when he had space. He probably didn't realise it. Casemiro now. Dalot goes back to Mbeumo, who's hooking the right touchline. Gives it to Ahmad straight away. He puts a cross in. It's cleared away at the near post by Van der Ven, but there was no Manchester United player attacking that ball on the 6-yard box. No one made the run there. No one gambled a ball coming across there. Casemiro. Menu. Dalot. Ahmad. And Mbeumo, who picks the ball up, comes out, goes back to Martinez, chips the ball in for the run of Fernandes, but Vicario's out to make a comfortable catch, and he launches it down the line straight away. Martinez brings it down nicely and lays it off to Maguire. He gives it into Menu, who comes forward on the right side. He lays it into Mbeumo. He tries to bring the ball back, but his control is poor, and it's picked up and out towards Archie Gray. Archie Gray plays it across to Van der Ven. He lays it out to Simons. Simon plays it inside to Sarr. Sarr comes forward, down the line, round Dalot, opens his legs out, but Dalot shows good pace there and gets back, and then Sarr has pulled him down in his effort to get the ball back, and the free kick's given to Manchester United. Thanks to Simply Joy who's watching. Thumbs up. Hope you're enjoying it, Simply Joy. Thanks for your support. I know you're always watching the channel. We do appreciate your support. Cunha gives the ball back to Martinez. Back to Maguire. Maguire just ambling forward. Solanke's not going to put any pressure on him. Plays the ball out to Martinez. Conor Gallagher puts Martinez under pressure, but he gets the ball out to Shaw on his left-hand side. Gets it back from Shaw. Martinez spreads it out to the right into the centre circle where Maguire lays it out to Dalot. Dalot plays the ball into the inside right channel. It's Fernandes. And Mbeumo gets the ball. Comes back to Fernandes. Shaw. It's a tap in at the back post for Ahmad. Is he offside? Yeah, it looks like he is. The ball came out to the back of the box to Luke Shaw. He side-footed the ball across. Went through Archie Gray's legs to the back post where Ahmad was. And he's a yard offside. Taps it into the back of the net, but he knew straight away. Didn't even celebrate anything. He knew he was offside. Ball goes over Luke Shaw's head. Conor Gallagher tries to get it, but it skips out for a throw on the near side, just inside the Manchester United half. Taken quickly. Maguire comes forward with it. Just inside the centre circle. He gives it to Casemiro, who's hanging deep. Gives it to Martinez on the left. Cunha now. Gives it inside to Casemiro. Casemiro gives it to Martinez. Martinez gets it out to Luke Shaw on this near touchline. He plays a little ball inside. And Mbeumo picks it up. And then his control again was poor. He let the ball run away from him. And Gallagher got in there. But Casemiro's got the ball back. Luke Shaw now brings it down. Gives it to Menu. Menu plays it into Casemiro on the edge of the box. He's got to have a shot. And he does have a shot. But it's straight at the Goalkeeper Vicario, it takes a couple of bounces and he makes a comfortable catch. Van der Ven now, looking long, looking for a run of Solanke. He's the only man up there, but Maguire gets there first. Simons beats Meno to it, and Simons gets the ball back a second time on the edge of the box. He's got Gallagher in support. Gallagher gets the ball now. He gives it to Udogie, back to Gallagher. Sarr spreads out to the right. Archie Gray now, but he's got to go back. There's nobody in front of him. Dragasing gets the ball back and Buemo's into him. Archie Gray turns and goes down the line, but Luke Shaw's quickly in there and puts the ball out for a throw. I think Thomas Frank is saying there, get closer together, you're too far apart, and he is. Solanke's given a push there by Martinez again, goes down. Martinez gets away with a lot of those pushes. He does a lot of pushing in the back, both hands, but he gets away with it for some reason. I don't know why. Ball comes out to Dallo. Into Cunha, but Udogie gets in there first. He plays the ball into the centre circle. Paulinho, but his pass is cut out by Casemiro. And Buemo waiting for the ball to come down. It didn't. It came to Gallagher. Sarr gets out to, well, that's an awful ball. He was looking for Simons there, but it's 5 yards in front of him, and it was hit with pace. It skipped well past him. It's like Udogie's gone down with an injury as well. Physios are on for Udogie. He's just sat down on the halfway line there over on the far side. I don't know what happened to him. Didn't see anything there, but it's his right leg there. Whether it's a hamstring injury or not, I don't know. But there's movement on the substitutions bench. Last thing Tottenham here is needs an injury substitution. He's been helped to his feet. Is Udogie. Just showing the goal on the coverage again, so I can't see how Udogie's doing. He'll have to go to the touchline to take his 30 seconds break. Whether that's his game over or not, I don't know. He's walking off with the two physios there. And it looks like it might be a left hamstring or something like that, the way he's walking. And Udogie is off. That's the end of his game. That's a hamstring injury that he can't carry on. And that's another injury problem for Spurs that they just don't need. With suspensions and injuries, Tottenham are really down to virtually nothing as Souza comes on to take Udogie's place. Young kid that I don't really know anything about. But he's on anyway in a high pressure game. It's a baptism of fire for the young kid as Martinez comes forward almost to the halfway line, just to the left of the centre circle. Solanke gives him a nudge, probably getting him back for all the pushes he's given Solanke today. Martinez don't complain though, he gets on with it. Tries to play Cunha in down the inside left channel, but it's headed away. It's picked up by Casemiro, given to Meno. His pass is wayward, but the clearance is picked up again by Martinez in the centre circle. He's going to come forward again. Gets it to Cunha, back to Mbeumo, back to Cunha. Gets it to Meno. There's a shot by Fernandes that's blocked on the edge of the box. And then Conor Gallagher is pushed in the back as he tries to come away with the ball by Luke Shaw, and the free kick's given. It's good interplay by Manchester United again there. And getting on the edge of the box, it's Van der Ven who blocks the shot from Fernandes. So Tottenham getting themselves in the way of the ball there, which they've got to do. Free kick's taken long. Solanke tries to bring the ball down. Luke Shaw picks up the loose ball. Chips it back inside. It's given away to Simons now. And Simons has a shot. And it's left-footed. He struck it well. And it flashes past that left-hand post of Lamans there as he was diving across to his left. And that's not far off. That will get a bit of view of how close that was. He struck it beautifully. Oh, and that's a yard wide. Just a yard wide. And Lamans was worried about it because he was scrambling across to get across there. Oh, maybe not even a yard, maybe half a yard wide of that post. Ball goes long looking from Mbeumo, but Vicario's out to catch the ball after the first bounce in his area. Dragusin gives it to Gray. Gray plays it in to Gallagher, gets the ball back, gives it back to Dragusin. Dragusin gives it to Gray, but he's been hemmed in. Goes down the line to Simons. Simons can't get in touch with Shaw, but ball goes on to Gallagher. And Simons now, he goes down, but he's, well, I'm about to say he slipped. The referee's given a free kick. I didn't see that personally. See that again. Yeah, I didn't see Martinez catch him there. I think he slipped. The referees fell for that one. And it's a free kick on the edge of the box for Tottenham. It's over on the right-hand side of the Manchester United box. It's only a few yards outside the 18-yard box. Yeah, maybe 10 yards outside the box. So it's a good enough distance out that Simons can take this and get some whip and pace into the ball as he puts his cross in. And it comes now to the back post. It's headed back in. Sarr can't get a proper header on the ball. Solanke turns and chips the ball back into the 6-yard box, but Lamans is quickly off his line and makes a comfortable catch. Then he rolls it out straight away. Martinez has got Shaw in front of him and he gives it to Shaw. Shaw gives it to Fernandes, who plays it down the line looking for the run of Cunha. Dragusin's in there. Throw to United. Quickly taken to Shaw. Plays the ball across to Fernandes. In the centre circle is Casemiro. Moving across to the right-hand side is Mbeumo. Gives it down the line for Dalot. Dalot can't reach that ball though. And that's Sousa who goes down. The free kick's not given, but he's got the ball back to Sarr. And then it's cleared to the head of Maguire. A couple of deflections, gets the ball out to Mbeumo on the right-hand side. He plays it back into Casemiro. Casemiro spreads it out to Luke Shaw on the left. He's got Cunha out there and he has a shot, does Shaw. And it's parried high over the bar by Vicario. Again, it wasn't wide of him. It's a save you'd expect him to make, but it was hit with power again by Luke Shaw on his left foot. He brought it forward about 4 or 5 yards before he struck that ball, and no Tottenham player came to close him down. Made up his mind for him. Corner's going to be taken by Mbeumo from the right-hand side. Left-footed in swinger again. More problems for Tottenham to deal with. And it comes now. It's a deep one. And just as the corner comes in, The coverage freezes. I'll have to unfreeze it. Macario's made a save. I didn't see what happened because the picture had frozen, but we're back with it in the live again now. It's Menu to Dalot. Martinez in the centre circle, just inside the Tottenham half. Tottenham are not coming forward to pressurise him. He just rolls it out to the right-hand side. Ahmad. Back to Dalot. Inside to Fernandes, and he's caught. And a free kick's given as Sarr goes through the back of Fernandes, and a free kick's given. I'll see that again now. Fernandes with this free kick. It's about 25 yards outside the box, over to the right-hand side. He chips it into the back post again. Headed back across, headed away by Dragusin. Shaw hits a shot, it's deflected away. There's a big cry for handball there. Maybe Van der Ven, who blocked that shot, hit him, whatever, from Luke Shaw. And that's twice in the last few minutes that Luke Shaw's been close to scoring, but it still remains 1-0. Dalot coming forward, puts his foot on it and plays it square to the left to Menu. He picks out Cunha now. Gives it to Shaw, who's on the left-hand side. He goes back to Menu. To the right is Martinez. Martinez plays it inside to Cunha. Edge of the box. Gives it to Shaw. Shaw was forced out a little bit wide there when he'd like to have got his foot round across. Casemiro. Palini gets a good challenge in there. The ball rolls out to Maguire, though. It's given to Dalot. Simons comes in to make a challenge, but he slips inside him and lays it out to Ahmad. Bruno Fernandes puts a cross in. And on the 6-yard box, Vicario makes a catch. It's one of those foot round the back of his standing leg. How do you describe that? Foot round the back of his standing leg and chips it in. Palini gets out to the right. Dragusin down the line. It's picked up by Shaw, though. His pass is deflected out for a throw. Gives it to Martinez. Just looking at that block by Van der Ven. Yeah, it's Van der Ven's left arm, but he had his arms alongside him, and the ball did hit his arm, but nothing more. Cunha goes down, free kick given. Gallagher penalised. It's on outside the box again. On the left-hand side this time. Manchester United putting the pressure on. Yeah, Gallagher did go in the back of Cunha. Was definitely a free kick. Maguire's up there again. Casemiro's up there. Bruno Fernandes is going to take this. Right-footed in-swinger. In it comes now. It's a shot. It's a low one that's cleared away by Sarr, I think that was. Out on this near side for a throw. Fernandes takes it quickly, gives it to Shaw. Simons was in there quickly, but he couldn't keep it in. It's another throw to United. Shaw's going to take this one again. He goes back to Martinez, close to the halfway line. Maguire goes out to the right. Casemiro to Ahmad. Ahmad steps inside. Tries to get the ball back. Van der Ven's in there. The ball's high in the air and it's deflected out for a throw to United over on the far side. Maguire has the ball now. Given to Menu. Menu squares it to Casemiro. Casemiro's pass is deflected back to Menu. He gives it to Martinez. Martinez gives it to Shaw on the near side. He's been forced back by Harry Gray. Gives it back to Martinez. Martinez plays it into Mbuemo. He moves to the left looking to get Cunha in, but he couldn't, and he gives it back to Menu. Menu's going to give it back to Martinez. Into Mbuemo. Mbuemo can get out to Shaw this time. He plays a little ball down the line looking for Cunha. Can get his cross in. Takes a deflection off a Tottenham defender, and Vicario is happy to pounce on it. And Mbuemo's cross hits Sarr. Wasn't going in the goal. It was going out for a corner, but Vicario dived on it and saved the day. Dragusin's coming away down the right-hand side now. He steps inside. Gives it back to Paulinho. He plays the ball into the middle looking for Solanke. Solanke goes down, pushed in the back, would you believe, by Martinez. This time it is a foul. Gallagher now. That's Simons, not Gallagher. Paulinho now. Out to the right-hand side to Dragusin. Gray's even wider, but it's going to go all the way back to Van der Ven. He's going to move across to the left-hand side and give it out to Sousa. He has to turn back inside, though. Gives it to Sarr. Created a bit of space for himself as he comes across to the right-hand side. Gives it to Dragusin. But it's all in front of the Manchester United defence, still in their own half, and they're being forced backwards here. Dragusin to the halfway line. Archie Gray, he's been forced back by Cunha, and he gets to go all the way back to Vicario. Vicario crosses a poor one. He's clearing to the poor one. Fernandes to Ahmed on the right-hand side now. On his left foot, he plays it inside to Cunha. And Cunha's offside. Casually puts the ball in the back of the net, but he knew he was offside as well, as Ahmad did earlier. Yeah, it wasn't the pass that put him in for the goal. It was the initial pass that came to him where he spread it out to Ahmad. He was coming back from an offside position, and so can't be involved in the play. And Manchester United will want to put this game away with a second goal because at the moment, one chance for Tottenham and it's points dropped. And Tottenham will be happy to get to the 68th minute and still be only one goal behind. Ball goes long from Vicario. Solanke can't make it before Shaw does. Goes back to Van der Ven in the centre circle. He puts his foot on it and gives it out to Gray. Gray plays the ball inside to Gallagher. His return pass doesn't get to him. Gray tries to make amends for it, but it dives all over Kobe Mainoo, throws him to the ground, and the free kick's given. Thomas Frank may be looking at more substitutions. Dragusin pushes Van der Ven wide, but he managed to get round. Fernandes plays the ball in to Sousa. He's going down that line. He's giving Ahmad a run down the line. Maguire's with him. He gets the ball in, but it's just in front of Solanke, and Martinez nips in and gets the ball away. Casemiro. There's a foul there by Paulinho, and he gets a yellow card for his tackle on, I think it was Mainoo. The referee indicating there that he pushed him over. Well, he didn't push him over. He dived in. Let's have a look at that. No, not really. I mean, he did take Mainoo out, but it was a genuine tackle, a genuine effort to play the ball, and Paulinho is probably a bit unlucky to get a yellow card there. Referee's not happy with the ball being taken. He's telling him to take it back. Casemiro gets the ball from Fernandes, gives it back to Fernandes. Ahmad is down the right-hand side and gives it to him. He skips round Souza easily into the box. He can chance to push it back, can he? His shot is at the near post. I don't know if it's a cross or not, but it's Vicario. And goes out for a corner. Corner off on the right again. It's going to be another Mbuemo in-swinger. Hand in the air. Left-footed in-swinger comes in now. Edge of the box is Fernandes. But Conor Gallagher was watching it this time and he headed the ball away before Fernandes was drawing his foot back for a volley. Ball's recycled to Shaw. Dalot gets it out to Fernandes on the left. He's got a space. Cuts it back on his right foot, puts a low cross in. It's cleared away by Sarr, high in the air. There's no Tottenham player anywhere near that. Waiting for it to come down is Martinez, but it's a poor control. Gallagher gets it to Simons. Simons gives it to Sarr. He tries to get the ball back to Simons, but Casemiro's in there, but it's a throw to Tottenham. Level with the edge of the area. And Šeško has been spoken to by Michael Carrick there before. I assume he's going to be brought on. Maybe Dragusin has got a long throw here, has he? And it comes now. It's bouncing in that 6-yard box and Van der Ven was reaching for it, just couldn't get there. It's been cleared away, but it's come back to Dragusin. He's going to lay it back, is he? No. Goes for a ball down the line, but the clearance comes to Simons and he's going to put a right-footed cross into the box again. Palhinha's can't make it. It goes over his head. He battles with Shaw, keeps it in, but he's gone down as Palhinha. Ball comes out to the right-hand side. It's Bruno Fernandes who's swapped sides again. Now he's on both sides he's been. Plays a ball in, looking for Mbuemo, but it's blocked and it comes out to Fernandes again. Edge of the box is Casemiro. He gives it back to Menu. Menu gives it back to Martinez, who tries to flick a ball in Casemiro for the run of Mbuemo, but the ball comes back to Manchester United again. It's Shaw this time. Menu. Mbuemo comes short for it and gets it. He plays the ball into Casemiro. He tries to flick into Mbuemo, back flick. It's just a yard in front of him, and that was enough for Vicario to get out and dive at his feet and catch it. Van der Ven now goes past Fernandes, leaves him for dead. Keeps running down that left-hand side, waiting for the ball to catch up with him. He's nudged by Dalot, goes down, and it's a free kick. Well, now, quick that Van der Ven is, and he opened his legs out there and ran past Bruno Fernandes quite easily. Substitution. Šeško's going to come on and Cunha's going to go off. Walking slowly off, he's in no hurry. As we're up to the 75th minute, so 15 minutes to go. And this game is still in the balance. Manchester United by now would have hoped to have got that second to make the game safe, but they haven't. And Tottenham are still in this. And as longer it goes, with Tottenham getting free kicks like this one, set pieces, they're always dangerous from set pieces with Solanke and Van der Ven and Dragusin. It's going to be Simons who's going to take this free kick from the left-hand side, right-footed. Chips it into the box. It's going to be attacked by Martinez, and Bruno Fernandes helps it away. And now Ahmad's going to have a chase with Sousa, but the young kid is quick, and Sousa beat Ahmad to the ball and laid it all the way back to Vicario. His clearance made it to Simons. Archie Gray in the middle, laid it back out to Simons. Sarr now. Back to Simons. Inside to Sarr on the edge of the box. He tries to get it back to Simons, but he's not going to get there. We managed to keep it in, even though Maguire tried to run the ball out, but it's being cleared by Manchester United. It's out to Ahmad on that right-hand side. Bruno continues his run and gets the ball. He gets the ball in to Šeško. That's well defended by Dragosin. He slid in front of that cross and blocked it out, and then picked the loose ball up and cleared it, but it's only been as far as Dalot. He spreads it out to Mbeumo on this left-hand side now. Shaw back to Mbeumo. Mbeumo back to Menu, centre of midfield. He gives it to Casemiro and gets the ball back off Casemiro. Fernandes, they're passing it between each other at the moment in midfield, Manchester United. Casemiro then gets out to the right to Ahmad. Inside to Casemiro, gives it back to Dalot, spreads it to the left to Martinez. He goes to Shaw. Played inside to Menu. He gets it out to Mbeumo, a chance of a cross. He gets to the byline, gets his cross back, and it's cleared away by Sarr, and it's another corner. Substitutions for Tottenham. Adding a bit of pace and more energy to their game. They think they could possibly still pinch something from this, but they've got a corner to defend first. Fernandes, right-footed in-swinger to the near post. It's headed away. Sousa at the near post. Dalot gets it back to Fernandes. A good pass that across his body. Fernandes creates himself a bit of space, gets it to Ahmad inside the box. He's been forced to the edge of the box and lays it back out to Martinez. He's forced Martinez back almost into the centre circle. Fernandes comes short for it, but Martinez is going to go back to Shaw on the left-hand side. Drifting across the box and comes back out to the left again. Menu's there. Back onto his right foot, gives it to Casemiro. Casemiro centrally to Fernandes, who's going to have a shot. It's a good shot, well struck. It's a low one that is straight out of Vicario, luckily. And he lays it out to the left straight away. Sarr now gives it to Palhinha. Dragosin. Palhinha. Back to Sarr. Van de Ven. Manchester United crowd trying to get behind their team. They realise that Tottenham are still well in this, even with 10 men. Van de Ven goes all the way back to Vicario. Šeško tries to put him under pressure. Sousa can't win that header. Luke Shaw wins it. And then Luke Shaw brings him down. Gone down holding his face as Sousa. Nothing's been given except a throw to Manchester United. Did he get an elbow there? Just thought that his head jerked back there. Has he got maybe got his right arm across? I don't think it hit him in the face. I think it was more chest, shoulder area. So Moani is coming on for Solanke now. Solanke's been isolated on his own up front there since they let down to 10 men. So Moani places Solanke. I can't see who the second player that went off. I guess the coverage will tell us. It looks like Gallagher's gone off as well. Into the last 10. So the substitutions are Gallagher, Solanke and Palhinha go off. And Bissouma, Moani and Tell come on. Ahmad plays the ball down the line to Mbuemo. Van der Ven holding him up. He has to go back. Maino now. Dalot, right-footed, puts a cross into the low one. And Bruno Fernandes at the far post has tucked it back in. He's hit it back across the goalkeeper from where it came into the bottom corner. And now Manchester United have scored the second and probably made the game safe now. And it's a great cross and it skips past everybody. And you thought, because I think it was Sesko that made the original effort to meet the cross as it came across. It flew across the 6-yard box and I thought, well, that's gone out. But Bruno was at the back post there and he poked it in past the left hand of Vicario into the bottom corner. Game safe, 3 points safe. We'll just see that again now. Yeah, they're all onside. Let's take a look at that. Sesko gets a flick to it. And it's well played by Bruno because it's on the half volley and he keeps it down with his right foot and hits it back across Vicario. And he gets a touch to it as Vicario, but he can't turn it round the post. It just creeps in that far post. And it's 2-0. It's a good finish there to keep it down because it bounced just in front of him on the half volley. And he kept it down, controlled it and slotted it in. And with less than 10 minutes to go, that is game over now. Archie Gray plays it in, gets the ball back. He's surrounded by 4 Manchester United players and Bruno Fernandes takes it in and Buemo's away now. He tries to slip in Sesko. Sesko gets the ball back though. And Sarr frantically from the edge of his box smashes it away for a throw to Manchester United over on the near side. It's taken quickly and given to Martinez. Maybe Manchester United now can free themselves up and look for a third to finish this game well off. Casemiro in the centre circle, moving across to the right hand side. Dalot's up there, gives it to Ahmad. Ahmad looked to give it to Mbuemo, but his touch was a poor one, but he's won the ball back. Tottenham let Manchester United win the ball back too easy. Casemiro gives it to Shows, tucked in, looking for somebody out wide. There isn't anybody. He gives it to Martinez and goes wide himself. Plays a little ball inside for Maino. It's a good run by Maino. He tries to get it into Bruno Fernandes. He's crossed it, but it was behind everybody else. Ball's laid back to Sousa. Sousa's hemmed in there. That ball is played across the box for Archie Gray. Can he keep the ball in? He can do, but it goes down the line where Shaw picks the loose ball up. And Manchester United flood forward again. It's Fernandes who steps back, drags the ball back and gets away. Tries to put a ball into Sesko, but Dragusin clears the ball away. But obviously there's no Tottenham player in the Manchester United half. And Martinez is going to pick the ball up and come forward again. Support from Casemiro. And Maguire, who gets the ball in the centre circle, gives it back to to Casemiro. Casemiro goes out to Dalot. Dalot comes inside, gives it back to Casemiro, then gives it to Martinez. Martinez and Casemiro exchanging passes. Martinez has it back from Kobe Mainu. Bruno Fernandes plays it into Mainu. Going down the line, being worked hard, but he lays it back to Shaw. Shaw gives it to Fernandes. Fernandes chips it forward for the run of Mainu, who's got a bit of space now. Archie Gray's coming across to him. Lays it onto the edge of the box. Luke Shaw almost got the ball back. Sarr now. Casemiro wins the ball offside, gives it to Mino on the edge of the box. He puts a cross in to the back post. It's going to be laid back, is it? Mbuemo! And he's just hooked his shot over the bar. Mbuemo is just leaning back a bit there and lifted it over the bar, yard over the bar. Nicely laid back by Ahmad, with the cushioned with the side of the foot to set up that chance. Vicario, high into the air. Mino wins the header. Chesko can't reach it. Archie Gray has the ball now. Coming forward down the right hand side now. He's got no support, and Luke Shaw wins the throw. I'm surprised. I thought it came off Luke Shaw last, but the throw is given to the Manchester United player. And now come the Manchester United subs. Mazraoui comes on for Luke Shaw. Looks like Shaw's had a good game. Luke Shaw, he's looked fit. Good for the England team. Need a left back. Ugarte comes on for Casemiro. Casemiro's had another good game. For someone who's leaving at the end of the season, maybe there might be a change of heart about that and give him another season. And Mbuemo's going off as well. And Zexi comes on for Mbuemo. Into the last four. I can't imagine there's going to be much added time at the end of this second half. Maguire has the ball now. Ball's played into Ahmad. Goes back to Dalot. Menu to Maguire, just in the centre circle in his own half. Picks up Ugarte. Back to Maguire. Looking left and right for passes. There wasn't anybody, so he gave it a little 5-yard ball to the right to Ugarte. Rolls it back to Maguire. He gets out to the left to Bruno Fernandes. He lays the ball inside to Kobe Menu. He gives it to Martinez. Gets it back from Menu. Swapping passes, Menu and Martinez. They're in no hurry now. The game's safe. It's into the centre circle to Harry Maguire. Ball is spread out to the left-hand side. Mazraoui now into the box. On his right foot, he lays it back to Fernandes, who's in support just outside the box. You look for Mazraoui to get there. Can he get there? He can get there, but not before Archie Gray gets in. It looks like maybe Archie Gray played that ball off Mazraoui because a goal kick is given. Vicario. Goal kick goes long down the right hand side. Menu and Ugarte sort out between each other. Mazraoui was caught late there, but Xerxes has the ball now. Ugarte gets out to the right hand side. Sousa beats Ahmad to it, and he's coming away down that left hand side. He cuts back in, waiting for support. It goes all the way back to Sarr. Sarr plays it across to Van der Ven. Simons gets the ball to Dragusin. Archie Gray on the right hand side. Puts it down the line. Simons flicks it inside. Screams at the linesman for the throw. Don't think he got it. Maguire now. 5 minutes to be added on at the end of this half. Manchester United are going to stroll through this. Tottenham are not going to put any pressure on Manchester United. They know the game's over. Mazraoui goes down the line and gets the ball back from Fernandes. He cuts inside. He's been held by Gray, but he has a shot. He was pulled down, was he? I guess VAR will have a look at that if he was by Archie Gray. But Fernandes has the ball now, crosses it back into the box. It's over the top of everybody. Ahmad's going to chase out to the back of the box. Keeps it in and lays it back to Dalot. Zexi to Martinez, who's central. Fernandes gets it in. Fernandes gets the ball back from Mino and then he's put it 20 yards over the bar, leaning back with his right foot. Not what you expect from Fernandes, and he holds his head up and says sorry. Bit of embarrassment there, I think, for Fernandes. Another substitution. Mino goes off after having another solid game. And youngster Tyler Fletcher's going to come on and play the last, 3.5 minutes. Ball's headed on. Mazraoui. Chesko gets it. No, it was Zexi plays it inside. Fletcher now. There's the ball out to the right side. It's a good ball by him. Gets it to Dalot. Gives it to Ahmad now. He can attack the right hand side of the box. Zexi's gone for a run inside. Gets the ball back. Crosses it. It's headed away by Archie Gray. Picked up by Chesko again. Chesko lays the ball out to the right to Martinez. Martinez gets it to Maguire. Played inside to Ahmad. Zexi now. He lays it back to Maguire. Fletcher now. Plenty of space in front of him. Gives it to Ogate. Back to Fletcher. Fletcher gives it to Maguire. Olays as the passes go from Manchester United player to Manchester United player. Fletcher now. Gives it to Martinez to Maguire. Maguire gives it to Dalot. Dalot gives it to Ahmad. Back to Dalot. Back to Maguire. Martinez. Mazraoui. Fernandes gets the man of the match, probably quite rightly too. Free kick. Martinez takes it, gives it to Fernandes, gets it back, spreads it across to the right to Maguire. Coming forward, Zexi gets the ball, plays it back inside to Maguire. He tries to lay a ball in for Chesko, but Van der Ven picks it up and comes forward, running down the middle, out to the left-hand side. Ogate just knocks him off balance, but it's coming inside. Can't tell who's got that. Fernandes is deep in his own half on the opposite side. He was on the near side a few minutes ago. Zexi gets it to Fernandes, gives it to Ahmad, gets it back. Tried to play Ahmad in and it hit Ahmad on the back of his heels as he was running forward, and luckily for Tottenham it comes back their way. Played inside. Down that left again. Onto the edge of the box, looking for a shot on the right foot. It's blocked by Tell there. Fletcher gets his ball. Chesko is just nudged off the ball. And then as Sarr ran across him, he brought him down. And free kick to Tottenham. And we're only a few seconds left of this game. Ball played in there. Mazraoui gets a clearance down the line. Ahmad now. And he's got Bruno with him on the left-hand side. Is he going to play Bruno Fernandes in? He does do, to the edge of the box. Chips it into Šeško. And what a poor header. Free header on the edge of the 6-yard box. He could have brought it down if there's no one anywhere near him, and he put a tame header straight at Vicario. But that's the last action of the game, and it's a 2-0 win for Manchester United. 4 wins in a row for Michael Carrick. Not spectacular, but comfortable, and a deserved win, I would say. No problems there for Manchester United, and they consolidate their position in 4th in the league. So that wraps it up. Thanks to everybody who's watched the game today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't enjoyed it before you leave, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and hit the like. We appreciate your support. If you subscribe, we'll appreciate that even more. Hit the notification bell if you want to watch us with some more live watch-alongs. You'll be told when we are online or when we put an advertisement out of the next game. But until then, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you again next time.